Hi everybody, this is Josie with Cedar Creek Homestead, and Foxy. He's enjoying a little bit of the snow this morning, but by the time we get done with the chores, he'll be ready to go back in and get warmed up, and he's going to be inside dog for a few more days. And I tell you, he doesn't really suffer it a lot during the daytime. He runs and plays, but I just can't stand the thought of him being outside in the cold temperatures, and so he comes in at night, and he will be enjoying a few more days in the house with me. A lot of people think that that's mean and cruel, but these kind of dogs, when it's above freezing temperatures, above 32, they do really well. They have their houses, and they are got plenty of shavings or hay or whatever it is, and we've got water and feed, and they stay nice and cozy. But when it gets below freezing, we just have to do something else for them, and we've taken care of him that way. We've taken care of the beagles in another way, to where they're staying nice and warm, and they're out here in the yard today, in the backyard that's fenced. We moved them back there to Foxy's normal area because they want to hunt, and they won't come in, and it scares me to think that they'd be out there cold and freezing. And so anyway, we're going to go out here and do some chores. You can tell that the sun is shining today, and it's 24 degrees. It would make you think that it's really nice out here, and just standing here in the sun, just coming outside, it's really not that bad. The cows are way off in another pasture today. You might be able to see a little bit of them way off over there. They're down by the creek so that they can have fresh running water. And the ponds, we have to bust the ice off of that for them. But last few days we've been able to move them down there. We're thankful for that, but we're monitoring the water to make sure it stays running. And we're going to go out here, and we're going to feed these chickens and turkeys. And I'll show you those crazy turkeys, what they're doing. See those turkeys up there? They get up in those trees, and anytime I try to catch them to get them put down in the pens where they're in shelter at night, they jump up in them trees, and there's just no way I can get them. But you can see they're still going well. I made sure to leave a couple of spots open in some of our barn locations, so that if they did get out of the trees and decide to take it, they'd be able to get back in some shelter. So they're strutting and showing off this morning. The toms, the two hens, they're all up there. They're waiting for me to come and bring them their breakfast, and they might possibly get down. But I'll tell you honestly, I've been putting some feed up in that little tub that's up there on top of that barn, little shelter, because they won't hardly come down. And the chickens and the guineas that you see out here, let's go walk out this way. They're out here this morning, coming out here in the sunshine some, but they're actually staying in their house, in their big shelter that we've got here. And so don't think that I've just left my poor little chickens out to the elements. They're just out for the day out here right now, but as soon as I take that feed into their chicken house, they'll go in there and enjoy, and I'll fill up their water pans so they've got some fresh water. And then we'll get these guys taken care of, see if we can't encourage them to come off of here. I've got one lone chicken that absolutely won't come down either. And sometimes I guess you got to pick your battles. I sure hate it. I've chased roosters, and I say one, I see another one over here now. That's some of these chickens are in another barn where I had the little calf, and they come out in the sunshine and get ready to eat their breakfast. So they've been in shelter, so they're doing okay. And Swing up here for a closer look at the turkeys. They're talking to Foxy now. They don't like him being up there so close, but he's actually down on the ground. And they're wanting their breakfast. But anyway, I'm going to get these babies fed and get done what I've got to get done out here, because it's it's still really cold and they want breakfast. And let me show you how Foxy hates the snow. Let me get you in there where you can really see him. He's liking it, and he's got that snow all over his face, and he just rolls around in it, and then he'll go in the house and lay around in front of the furniture and enjoy the warmth. Foxy. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Can you say hello to our Cedar Creek family? No? You're more interested in the turkeys, aren't you? The cows, they're ready for breakfast, and Blade and I have got the bringing hay out to them. And pardon the sound, that's our diesel truck that we're in. And we're going to bring them breakfast, and this will be bumpy, so I probably won't film much of it, because I can't hold a steady hand the way it is in this truck with going down these ruts and stuff. But anyway, you can see that we're starting to see some patches of ground where the snow is starting to melt in places, but we still got a bunch. But the temperature is going up today, and a lot of this will melt off, and these old cows will be ready. I say old cows, I'm actually saying O-L-O-L-E. Old cows are ready for some breakfast, so pardon us for just a minute. These are some of our heifers and steers that we have separated out that are, we try to keep these little heifers separate because they're not old enough to be bred yet. We want them to be separate from the bulls, so we keep a pen of young heifers and some of the steers, and they're on the other side of the fence there, and they're wanting their hay today too, so we'll get hay out to them, and they come a-running when they hear the truck. They know where their bread is buttered. Just give you a shot of some of the old farm equipment and stuff that's around here. You know, most old farms, you'll find stuff that they've held on to because it might be able to be used again. Some of this stuff I don't even have any idea what it is, but some of it I do. But you know, we might get back to that, guys, where we have to hold on to some things. And I'm not talking about being a hoarder, but if something's got a second purpose, we may ought to think about holding on to it for a while. I'm sorry about the truck bucking around like it is, so they're making the video shaky, but we got a hay bale on it, and Blade's getting the wrap off of it so that we can get it scattered out here to these, not scattered, but put out in the hay ring for the cows, and so it's kind of gotten a little wobbly for a minute. But anyway, it's a beautiful day on the farm. You can see that the trees has already shed all the snow off of them. There's not anything on them, but we still got it on the ground, and Blade's moving through here to morning, girls and boys. Sorry about that. Blade's headed out to get another bale of hay, and I'm gonna kind of walk around in the pasture a little bit and look at the cows and see how they're doing, and see if I got any new baby calves waiting for us. And we haven't had any born in the last couple of days, and that has been a pure blessing, I'll tell you. But you can see we've got them coming up through here because they know that breakfast is waiting. And it's a really pretty day. It's not really all that cold out here. I might be changing my mind before he gets back with the next bale of hay, but he doesn't have far to go to get it, and I need the sunshine anyways. Here's the shot of some of my pretty new baby calves. Oh, that's a month or so old. And got one that's coming up here to be a little bit nosy. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, baby doll. Hi, baby. They're so cute, aren't they? So they think they've got it figured out where the hay bales are going to, and so they're all moving out. They're going up that way, and I'll show you. Here's a big herd of them up here, and they're waiting. What they're doing is they can still hear that diesel truck over there getting that next bale of hay, and they're holding out for that. And so they're enjoying their morning, and we'll see what we can. Here's one of my, get over here where you can see her. There's one of my Dairy Queens, Ella. She's waiting for her breakfast, and Olivia's back way over there at the hay bale with some other cows and some of the calves. And so everybody's piecing together their morning plans, and we'll see what happens here. Here comes Miss Ella. Hi, Miss Ella. You want to be on camera this morning? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Yeah, breakfast is coming. Are you hungry? Are you hungry, darling? You've been staying warm. She's got a real thick, heavy coat on her. I'm glad for that. I'd hate to think that we had to stay out in this horrible temperatures that we've had without it. The good Lord knew what he was doing when he put heavy coats on them. They're all antsy waiting for their breakfast. Hi, baby. How's my baby? How's my baby? How's my sweet girl? Okay. All right. You hear the farm truck coming, don't you? They know. See, they're hollering, waiting for that hay to get out here. Blade's gonna bring it to them, and that's what they'll be interested in. Olivia won't be over here with me anymore. She'll be wanting to go to that hay. Foxy, no. Foxy, no. Here's the farm dog. Now, Blade's going to take it back here, go through these gates. He's been taking the hay back here because the creek runs back there, and that's good, fresh running water, and we don't have to worry about getting a water source to the cows. If the creek, sometimes the creek's dry, but right now it's got water in it, and that's been a definite blessing for us. And we haven't had to bust as much water off the ponds, but we've had to bust some. So he's going back there, and I'm gonna get that hay bale out to them. What he'll have to do is get the string or the wrap taken off of it. And then he'll get it dropped down to the cows. And they're waiting. Well, here's one of our ponds, guys. And Blade's been having to come out with the tractor and break the ice on it. And it's deceptive to a lot of people. You can see right here Let me see if I can get it in there for you. See all this? You can begin to see this thin ice patches and stuff. So you don't ever want to go out on your ponds. Don't trust them. I know some of you up north can trust it, but right here we can't trust that it freezes solid enough for us to be safe on it. Walking on it, doing any kind of thing on it, you have to be so careful. And you know, emergency can happen in a quick amount of time, and you want to just make sure that you stay off the ponds. We use a tractor safely. We have bars that we use to break the ice right here at the edge, and we never go out on it. Of course, we found out when Blade got grown and couldn't get busted anymore, that when he was younger, he would go out on the edges and step on the edges and just test it. And I guess some of us probably did that when we were kids, but it kind of scares you to hear the stuff that your kids would do. Anyway, this is what the ponds are looking like. They're starting to thaw, and I just ask everybody to be careful out there. Well, guys, I'm back at the house, and we're going to go in and get started with the inside chores. I hope you enjoy going along with us on this little adventure. Foxy, are you ready to go in, Bubba? Okay, well, for me and Foxy and all the calves and the chickens that you got to see on Cedar Creek Homestead, this is Josie, and we'll talk to you later.